don't slide, I'm with it. Better see me now on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 61 Matchbox Lights. Go.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 44,
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Go, go.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now, get it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Airing it out for Olsen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Packers nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Switch up, switch up.
Hey, orbit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Jarius Lane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come on,
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready.
Check. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
37-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second and goal. Rodgers on the screen. This is Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
20. 88. 8.
Now Newton on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight right. Hey, we got 4.
To the air again, Newton. He completes it to Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
I get it.
I'm coming after you.
I get it.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Newton now to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's able to get it out of there. slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
44, 45, go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Ready, set, 180. Wait. 20.
4 down, check, 4 down. 24 is the mic, I got you. 24.
Throwing again is Newton. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie.
He's telling to right. 4 down. Check.
Clear.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, I 7. Ready?
Now back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
35's the mic. Check mic, check mic. Mic 35.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
26.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
319.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy sometimes.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cameron Meredith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Go! 24 is the mic. Hey, wahoo! 24 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 24 is the mic.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Wright. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Five down. Stand up in. 58, boys, 58.
Again, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
18, 56, 25.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your...
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Catch is made by Hurd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, 626.
56 to Mutt, boy. 56. Check 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Zoo.
24's the mic.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
We go. 8-3. Recon 132 fighter.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the set.
44 Mike. Check.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Hey, Alpha.
44's the Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Wright's got it. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf.
58 right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. It's their quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Hey, Foxtrot. 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now throwing again. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
No. 58.
54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And some room to work. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready, ready. 10 over. Better bring. Hey, echo. Right now, you better bring.
24 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 50. Plant.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. I got 11, I got 11.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Carolina, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll hit the road next.
Tell the risk I was never